Okay, fuck it, we'll do it live. So due to my lack of life experience and yet overwhelming urge to talk down to people and give them advice, I've decided I'm gonna smoke a pipe for this video, because it'll make me seem wiser. Does my opinion matter yet? So this past weekend I was helping out at ArcadeCon, being part of the staff and stuff. So I don't have a huge amount of experience with like conventions. I've been to like Playlist Live a couple of times, but that's about it. And I think it's a whole different thing in a whole other country. So a convention in Ireland is sort of a different animal altogether. I also can't see you because the sun is right behind you and I'm going blind. But since I was part of the staff at ArcadeCon, I was kind of able to see things and overhear conversations and stuff. And a couple of things kind of sprang to mind. The main one being that being at a convention isn't necessarily as safe as people presume it is. Like, okay, it's great, you meet new people and these people have the same interests as you and you're all best buddies. But a lot of times these new people you're meeting, you don't know them at all, and yeah, they seem cool and they share a lot of your interests, but they could have very mean intentions. I've heard a good few stories now of people ending up on their own with this person they've just met, and it turns out they are not a very nice person. And if that's the situation you end up in, that's a pretty dangerous situation. So stick with your nerd herd. If you are walking around your own, make sure you don't end up in a private situation with someone you've only just met. Because okay, you can seem like you're going to be really good friends, but you really can't get to know someone completely within the first 10 minutes of meeting them. Another thing I noticed was that you have to be super careful in queues. I like doing this. This is a good thing. I can point with my pipe. One thing I've personally seen is that when people catch queue madness, they have absolutely no problem stamping another person to death. Also, try not to take part in the whole rush that happens when like the doors open and everyone tries to leg it forward as soon as they can. Okay, you mightn't get to the front, but I think the less people who contribute to that whole surge, then the better. Because when people get into the thick of queues, they're not people anymore. They're animals. So if you're in a queue, try to be aware of the other people around you. And, you know, don't try and trample people to death just to get into the building. And be aware of people trying to do that to you as well. Another point. Don't be afraid to take a break. There can be so much going on and like so many things happening and so many people and all this stuff that you're super interested in. It can kind of slip your mind that you're actually spending a lot of energy just like walking around and rushing from place to place. Like maybe if you have a hotel room where the convention's on, go to the hotel room, take a nap. Or if you can find a chair out of the way, just kind of take a sit down for a while. Don't sit down in the middle of the floor or wherever the convention's on. Just like, for example, one of the rooms I was helping to manage, a bunch of people came in, didn't interact with anything going on and just sat down in a group in the middle of the room where people were trying to walk and stuff. And to be honest, it was kind of a fire hazard because it was so irritating I was going to light them on fire. No, I'm kidding, but just be aware of where you're taking a break. Kind of a more important thing to consider is that if you're the kind of person who has anxiety or suffers from panic attacks, make sure you tell someone if it's starting to happen, like a staff member or someone who can get you out of there. Your health and safety is way more important than getting your favorite video game or comic book signed. Putting yourself through that whole ordeal just to get that one little thing done could ruin the rest of the convention for you just because you put yourself at risk trying to get that one thing done. So long story short, don't do that. And just another side note, maybe it's not the most important thing in the world, but hygiene. Good God, wash your hands, wash yourself, wash your teeth. Jesus Christ, it probably couldn't hurt to have a little bit of hand sanitizer with you, because you really don't want to be patient zero when some kind of illness breaks out and just spreads throughout the whole convention. Don't forget to brush your teeth. I thought this was kind of a given, but apparently not, because there's so much going on and so loud and stuff. You're going to need to lean in and talk to people. It's not fair on the person you're talking to have a load of moldy breath just kind of blown in their direction as they're trying to hear what you're saying. Teeth, body, hands. All you need to remember. So this was a really last minute idea for a video, guys. It was only like last week when I went to this convention and I just felt it would be a good thing to put out there just for maybe people to come across it for future conventions. If you did like it, you can hit the like button down below. If you want to see more of my videos, you can hit the subscribe button. You can share this around a little bit if you want. You can tweet at me and like my page on Facebook and all that stuff. As always, thanks for watching, guys. I want to try blow rings like Gandalf. Hold on. It's too fucking windy. God damn it, I want to be a wizard. Stop being windy.